Bikers harass woman at gas station, unaware. It's Johnny Depp's mother. It was a cold evening, and the sun had just set, casting a warm orange hue across the horizon. On a deserted highway, a lone gas station stood, its flickering neon signs struggling to light the forecourt. An elderly woman, modestly dressed in a coat and scarf, stepped out of her car to refuel. While her calm demeanor suggested confidence, the eerie isolation of the highway made her uneasy. As she filled her car, the distant roar of motorcycle engines broke the silence. Within moments, 3 bikers clad in leather jackets rode into the station, disrupting the quiet. They parked haphazardly and approached the woman, their loud laughter echoing through the still air. The leader, a burly man with a scruffy beard, smirked as he approached her. "Hey there, lady. All alone out here? Need some company?" Startled but trying to maintain her composure, she replied firmly, "No, thank you, I'm fine." She focused on her task, avoiding their gaze, and silently hoped they'd leave. But they didn't. The second biker, a lanky man with tattoos running up his neck, leaned against her car. "Nice ride you've got here," he sneered. "Mind if we take it for a spin? Please step away from my car," she said, her voice trembling slightly. "I don't want any trouble." The third biker, shorter but with a sinister grin, chuckled mockingly. "Trouble? Us? We're just being friendly?" Her anxiety grew as the bikers began circling her, their laughter becoming harsher. One of them tugged at her scarf, causing her to recoil. Suddenly, the distant sound of a car engine grew louder, breaking through the tension. A sleek black car pulled into the station and parked nearby. The door opened, and out stepped a man wearing a leather jacket and sunglasses. His presence radiated calm authority. "What's going on here?" he asked, his voice steady yet firm. The bikers turned to face him, their confidence visibly shaken. The burly leader scoffed. "Who do you think you are? Some kind of hero?" The man removed his sunglasses, revealing piercing, unmistakable eyes. It was Johnny Depp. The woman's face lit up with relief, while the bikers froze in disbelief. "No way," whispered the lanky biker, his voice faltering. Ignoring their reaction, Johnny walked over to the woman, his concern evident. "Mom, are you all right?" he asked gently, placing a protective arm around her shoulders. "I'm fine, Johnny," she replied, her voice now steadier. "But these men were bothering me." Johnny turned to the bikers, his expression hardening. "You've got 2 choices," he said, his tone low but commanding. "Apologize to my mother and leave, or stick around and see what happens next." The bikers exchanged nervous glances. The leader, trying to save face, stammered, "We didn't know she was your mom. It was just a joke." Johnny took a step closer, his calm demeanor making his words even more intimidating. "Harassment isn't a joke," he said firmly. "Now apologize." The bikers mumbled hurried apologies before scrambling back to their motorcycles. As they revved their engines, Johnny added, "Next time, think twice before messing with someone." Once the bikers sped away, the tension dissipated. Johnny turned to his mother with a soft smile. "Let's get you home." She smiled back, her eyes filled with gratitude. "Thank you, Johnny. You always know how to handle these situations." As they drove off together, the gas station returned to its eerie silence. For the woman, it was a night she'd never forget. For the bikers, it was a lesson they'd carry forever. Never underestimate someone's connections and always treat others with respect. Months later, the leader of the bikers sat in a small roadside diner, lost in thought. A newspaper lay open on the table before him, featuring a picture of Johnny Depp at a charity event. The headline read, "Hollywood star stands for the vulnerable, on screen and off." The biker took a deep breath, the memory of that fateful night still vivid. Inspired by Johnny's calm yet commanding presence, he realized it was time to change his ways. He decided to leave his reckless past behind and start anew, motivated by a man who didn't need violence to leave a lasting impression.